everybody, welcome to the channel. We just got our hands on some Bloomburrow play and collector booster boxes, so thank you for joining us to experience opening this. We got lots of cute critters in these boxes, and hopefully some good, powerful magic cards that come in the guise of these cute critters. So these are made in Japan play boosters, meaning the rares will be in the front. And I think because the land slot is always a land, the sorting will always have them in the same position. I don't know if that makes a difference. Here's the limited archetype guide, draft archetype guide for all of the color pairs. Each of the color pairs is represented by a certain creature type. There are other creatures that don't fit those 10 types in the set too. I know there's like a few weasels and things like that, so those don't directly get any kind of synergy benefits from those color pairs. But I think those tend to be like kind of good or unique cards on their own. We'll see. I definitely don't know everything about this set yet. And man, we're going to start with these Japanese packs. I dislike pull tabs. So I don't use them, and because their packs are designed to open like that, I sometimes have trouble opening the packs. Alright, we're going to start off with a rabbit token. So I think Green-White wants to make a lot of rabbit tokens. Blacksmith's Talent and foil for our first foil, and then we start off with a foil swamp. That looks like it's going to be like a spring swamp. I don't know. I think spring is the most common season. And then we got for our first rare Lunar Convocation. So black-white cares about gaining and losing life each turn. Then we got Patchpaw Formation, Lily Splash Mentor, Reptilian Recruiter. Oh, is he smiling? He's recruiting some insects. So it's a Lizard Warrior. Hunter's Talent. So these are some level up. They look like sagas. They're not sagas. They're enchantments, but they have a level up mechanic, like the classes from the D&D set. Barkform Harvester. So that's actually interesting. So this is a shapeshifter at common. 3 mana 2/3 is a little underrated, but for things that care about creature types, this one's going to be in every creature type. And then seems like wizards like to plant these like artifact creatures that let you recycle things to the bottom of your library. Bonebind Orator, and then Crumb and Get It. For those that like Thunder Junction, they're still putting the dad jokes or the little puns in with the card names. It rubbed on me a little bit in Thunder Junction. Before that set came out, I was like, I'm done with all the jokes, and then it came out, and I was like, okay, it's fine. I like it a little bit, and I'm fine with it overall. But yeah, sorry, having trouble opening the packs. There's an Otter token. He's wearing a helmet. Looks like he's playing Blitzball. We got a Guild Dive Duo. Okay, I was mistaken. So this card's a little damaged. That may have been me opening the pack. So we got a foil. Oh, right, the foil and then the land. That's right. Patchpaw Recruit. So Offspring is a new mechanic where you can pay. It's like Kicker. You can get a token copy of this card that's a 1/1. And then whatever ETB benefit or otherwise that it has. So that's our rare Shrike Force. Love the art on this. I love the name of this card. It's a Shrike, obviously, but yeah. Anyway, like that. Huskburster Swarm, Calamitous Tide, Booming Blast, Fountainport Bell, Mind Drill Assailant, Polywallop. Okay, that has to be a punch. Twice its power to target creature you don't control. And it's one last for each frog. Okay, that's interesting. Frog tribal, let's go. Nocturnal Hunger, Life Creed Duo. Oh, there is a cycle of these duos. I think each color has two, representing two of the creature types. So this one's Bat Bird. So then I guess the other white one would be, what, squirrels and mice? No, rabbits and mice. So we'll see if we can find a rabbit mouse somewhere. But they kind of, they're meant to fill out the limited pool that you have with creature types. Ooh, that is a cool looking art card. What is going on there? That's Coiling Rebirth. First art card of the box so far, Frilled Spark Shooter. And we got a foil island, so it's two of the foil lands so far. Whisker Veil Forerunner. We got a second rare, Vren the Relentless, so a mouse and a rat. Vine Reap Mentor. Fell, so this is, Wizard's power creep showing its face with, this is like the Doom Blade of the set, but no downside, just destroy a target creature. So that's good. It is an uncommon, but that's going to be a good card probably if removal is any good in this set. We'll have to see how many 1-drops are good in this set, and that's going to tell us how good removal is, I think. How many 1-drops are actually playable. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Fell. Anyway, they finally did it. Just 2-mana removal that doesn't have any kind of weird, creature type, power word kill type thing. Snail token. I don't know what makes this. I don't know anything about this. That's interesting. Clifftop Lookout. We got our land. A Manifold Mouse for a rare. Okay. Gossip's Talent. Mabel's Metal. Eddie Merc Crab. Blacksmith's Talent. Sazakap's Brew. Tempest Angler. Catch Grab, okay. Trying to grab the whole catch. Or cash. I guess it's cash grab. Gotta pronounce things correctly. Mind Spiral. Psychic Whirl. Intrepid Rabbit. Alright, I'm gonna call it. This is gonna be the best white common. I have seen a few of the cards, but this one, I think you're supposed to wait and play on turn 4 with the Offspring Kicker, because then you get a 3/2 and a 1/1, and you give either one thing +2/2 or two things +1/1. So 2 bodies for a 4-drop. I think that's, even though it's a 4-drop, I think it's going to be pretty good. Alrighty. What is that? It's Dawn's Truce. Okay. Interesting art. Flowerfoot Swordmaster. Another Offspring card. We got a Plains. Maha. It's Feather's Knight.
Oh, I wanted that one.
The Elemental Bird. Yeah, this one's going to be a really good, really good creature. It's basically, unless you counter it, it's hard to deal with it on a 1-for-1 basis because it has the ward discard a card, and then it just shrinks all your opponent's creatures down to 1 toughness, which makes combat very difficult for your opponents. Hop to it. Make 3 white rabbit creature tokens. Pretty good common. Or, sorry, uncommon. That's probably why it's good. Alright, Clifftop Lookout. High Stride. Moonrise Cleric. Sticky Tongue Sentinel, excuse me. Roshad Duo. So this is a different duo. I probably skipped over 1 or 2 anyway. This is the Mouse Raccoon in red. Thought Shucker. Starlit Soothsayer. Waterspout Warden. And I'm trying to keep the stacks kinda straight. We'll see how long I can keep that up. Alrighty. Going on to our next pack. It's a wall. The art doesn't really even look like a wall. So it's a 0/4 defender. Something makes that, obviously, because it's a token. Finch Formation, foil. And then a land. Thunder Trap Trainer, an otter that makes offspring. Wow. Okay, you gotta pay 4 for the offspring. Okay, because it finds some spells. Okay. Ruthless Negotiation. Stormcatch Mentor. Bonecash Overseer. Spellgyre. Bellowing Crier. Oh, right, because the so the frog is the green-blue archetype, and or the green-blue archetype is for frogs, but also what they want the frogs to be doing is like getting enter the battlefield effects and then blinking or bouncing, which, you know, run away together fits into that. There's an otter and a frog on there, so they want you to bounce your own frogs back to your hand and then replay them to get like those looting or card draw ETB effects. And then, ooh, get another art card. I don't know why I'm saying ooh, because I don't really care about art cards. Camilla, the Seed Miser. Okay, she's a squirrel. Rabid Gnaw. Plains. We got a Warren War Leader. It's a mythic. It has offspring, so for 4, you get 1/4/4. Whenever you attack, make a tapped white rabbit. It's attacking, and then you can also anthem your creatures for the turn. But if you do it for 6 mana, you get a second one. And it's just when you attack, so this doesn't actually have to attack. That's interesting. Supporting the Go Wide strategy. Bright Blade Stoat. So this is a weasel. So this doesn't fit directly into the archetypes, but it has first strike and lifelink. So just, you know, well statted for those keywords. Moonstone Harbinger. I'm going to start speeding up a little bit just because there's a ton of commons and uncommons that we're going to look at, and we're not going to be able to cover them all in significant detail. We're about through the first stack of 12 on these boosters. I think this is our 8th pack, so we're definitely going to accelerate a little bit going through this. Darkstar Augur. I think these name tokens... as I say that I'm going to speed up, I start talking. I think the name tokens are from the, not Populate, Alenia Divergent Storms are rare. The Offspring cards, so I think that's why you get named tokens. I could be wrong. There may be some other things that make name tokens as well, but I think that's one way of getting them. Cash Grab, Conduct Electricity, 6 damage to target creature, 2 damage to creature token. That's a functional reprint of... Can't even remember the card from Thunder Junction, but I don't know, maybe it'll do better here if red's a better limited color than it was in some Thunder Junction. Also, I think there's a little more going on with tokens in this set, with some just named mechanics. Ooh, we got a foil swamp. That looks cool. Oh, this is also the winter one, so that's probably going to be worth a little bit, getting a foil winter one, because I think winter is only a 10% chance of occurrence. And the most likely one is spring, I think, at like 50%. 3-tree mascot. Oh, so they have a few shapeshifters. That's the Life Creed duo again. You know what? I think we did, in fact, see another white duo. I'm not going back for it now, but I'm going to guess that was a rabbit mouse. Alrighty, another art card. This one is a Tender Wild Guide. Ooh, and it's signed. It's a possum.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. So apparently there's a possum in the set too, even though they're not named. Bird Scout. Maybe it... there's no just rodent, so probably not a mouse. Dawn's Truce.
Well, there's weasels too.
Yeah, there was
and
the
there was
weasel.
a cat. Like, there's just a bunch of animals.
Yeah, so there's you know, there's the archetype, you know, 2-color pair cards that you'll see like a lot of lizards in black red, and then raccoons in red green, rabbits in green white. But then there's other things that just, I think it tends to be they're like obviously less synergy based because they're not going to function with like the uncommon land cycle or anything like that. And then there's also the mythic rare, like, I don't know what they are, the Calamity Beast, like the mythic black bird that we got earlier. Thought Shucker. Forest. Coiling Rebirth. Okay, yeah, that art does look pretty cool. It's that, you know, snake.
I bet you in foil it like really pops out.
Well, the art card I saw for it looked a little different, so I'm guessing there's a borderless or showcase copy available. Repel Calamity. Yeah, so maybe they are Calamity beasts, because that's like the, some wolf calamity that the mouse is trying to kill. So I think all the little common and non-common creatures are having to team up to try and deal with the others. I don't know. Tell us in the comments if you think I'm wrong, because I definitely did not read the lore for this set. I would read the lore if Wizards made it like easier to find, but I've actually like looked it up prior and had difficulty finding it. Like I just find YouTube videos of people explaining it. I'm like, no, I just want to read it. Like, there's a treasure token. Sign of a good set is it has treasure tokens in it. That's my opinion. Fight me. All right, Azure Beastbinder. Oh, Mabel Heir to Cragflame. So we got two rares this pack. I think there's a way to get 4 rares. I'm not entirely sure how. So there's the foil. There's the foil wild card slot. There's the regular wild card slot, and then there's the guaranteed rare course. But nothing replaces the land. I think you have to get a special guest, because I think the special guest replaces a common like the list. So hopefully we can get a special guest in the box. It's definitely not guaranteed. I think they say like 1.5% of boosters.
We got one in the other box. Just
Yeah.
one, I think.
Spoiler alert. Watch our other video.
I won't say which one it is.
Okay, we got a Winter Forest, Fountain Port, rare land, and then more commons and uncommons consumed by greed. I guess we'll still show each card, but I'll go through them rather quickly. I do and am liking some of the art on these. But you know what? Thunder Junction, I had mentioned I was kind of tired of it before it even came out. The thing that I was tired of was all of the random creatures that now have to be like, they're in a Western, like Kellen. I'm like, I don't know who Kellen is. Don't watch the lore videos or anything. And now they're like, all have to wear cowboy hats. You know what I liked? All the animals that were in Thunder Junction. So here we are with an animal set, and I'm like, I'm fine with it. Swamp. Ooh, this card has a lot going on. My goodness. That's a text box, and that's a busy art frame. It's also a mythic. Creature spell. Oh, okay. I think I have seen this card. Yeah, so it wants you to cast big creatures. So maybe it can be in a partner deck with Karuga? Is Karuga the one that cares about high mana costs? Who knows? That'll be interesting. Heaped Harvest, Intrepid Rabbit. Same again, best white common. Right there.
It's where it says like every so often one of the packs is just like really hard to open and the rest are fine.
Yep. Okay, we're really hitting it off with what was that in fact? Beza the Bounding Spring. There's also a foil Hidden Grotto. So this does have survival. I'm glad to have this because I have like it's not really a budget reanimator deck, but I have like a relatively low power reanimator deck, and I'm probably gonna put that in there. All right, we got 2 rares. Mockingbird and Essence Channeler. But generally I do like getting the copies of the foil like utility lands. Savor. Man, that's like a snake gonna eat that squirrel. Oops. Throw it Thistledown Players. Sky Skipper Duo. Alrighty, we're coming up, I think, a couple packs until halfway through, so we must be on pack like 16. And we'll try and just start speeding along here. Kitnap, Seedglaive Mentor, Hivespine Wolverine, Recruiter, Bell, and just keep on going. I like the lizard. I've looked at like a little bit of the I don't know if they're spoilers. I guess they're spoilers. For the archetypes, I really want the lizard, so the black red to be good, And just reading like the signposts uncommon, I don't know if it's gonna get there. We'll see. I think it's really gonna take a lot to get it to come together. Tender Wild Guard. I think this is the non-signed one. War Squeak. Innkeeper's Talent. Starforge Sword. Gift a tapped fish, so you can give your opponent a fish. Hazel's Nocturne. Oh, see there, Rabbit Mouse. Yep. It wasn't that hard to figure out, really. Because there's 4 creature types in each color. And let me just fold our Uncharted Haven in half. You know, they were afraid that this was going to rotate out of standard with Kamigawa, so they were like, oh, we got to reprint it. Because that card was seeing some play. I'm shaking my head. It was. I don't think it's a terrible card. Like, I think it's a needed fixing element for limited. But sometimes I like to see some new ones. You know, Calamitous Tide. That goes here. Keen Eye Curator. Valley Rally. Got to go with the rhyming and alliteration. You know what? I will say it would be really fun to work on design. You know, like I think I'm not an artist by any means, but just to work on the design of the art, the names, Carrot Cake. Carrot Cake is fantastic. That does not look like a good carrot cake. That looks like rabbit food, which I'm sure it is. All right, man, art card after art card. It's a bat with a moth.
That I really want to get that card.
Star Chart. Should I rip it in half?
Yeah. I saw the
Sunspine Lynx. Okay, this one I will say looks better in the borderless art, but it's fine. Parting Gust, Otterball Antics. Playful Shove, Reader, Whisker Quill Scribe. Yeah, anyway, I don't know which archetype's going to be best. I hope that the red-blue is viable in this set. Not because of the otters, although that's like a bonus, but I want to play like a spells deck, and I hope it's good. We'll see if that happens. So we got a foil rare. I think this is the first piece of garbage from this box, so that's good news so far. Swamp, Darkstar Augur. As I lose track of where I'm going to put things, Wear Down, Lilypad Village, Starscape Cleric. Anyway, I hope Otters is good because that's what I want to be doing, and then I hope Lizards is good because that's because I like the Lizards, but I'm a little, concerned thinking it's not going to be, but we'll see. I think it needs to be very aggressive, and if you don't have the pieces you need, then you just kind of sputter out. Baleen, the Haymaker, and she's a haymaker because she's like making hay, not because like she's throwing haymakers, Like I say, someone at Wizards is having fun with names and design. Probably more than one person. Okay, Mana Dork, a 1/3 Mana Dork, very, very cookie cutter. No one's going out on a big limb at Wizards on that one. In fact, what was the creature type? Is it interesting? It's a Mole Druid, so also no creature type synergies. Really didn't want to they want to make sure that people are playing that because they want a Mana Dork, not for any other reason. They couldn't even make it a raccoon, which is the ramp deck. Come on. Ooh.
I've been wanting to see that one in foil, actually.
Dazzling Denial. Yeah, light show going on. Oh, then we got another foil land. I think this is the spring land. There's flowers everywhere. Clement the Worrywart. And we got a Lunar Convocation. So double rare for those that have trouble counting to 2. War Squeak and Might of the Meek. I think, you know what? There is, it's not Sword of the Meek, it's Sword of the Squeak in this set. I don't know what it does. I think I've seen like the title. I'd seen the card. I just chose not to read it at the time because, you know, I'm gonna have to like build up the bandwidth for all these cards over the next week. Steam Path Charger. It's a Lizard Warlock. Okay, so I'm assuming this one is part of the things that have offspring. Ooh, we got a Winter Plains for the common good. Jackdaw Savior, Hop to it. Quake Tuskboar, Stargaze. And moving right along in these packs. Pileated Provisioner. See, Wizards is also trying to teach me, it's trying to expand my vocabulary. Like, who knew what Defenestrate meant before, you know, Wizards prints it, you know, in a couple cards a couple years apart? Nobody knew what Defenestrate meant. It means getting pushed out of a window, and we know that because, you know, it destroys creatures without flying, and it creates, like, spirits that died by getting pushed out a window. So, I'm going to have to learn what pileated means and how to pronounce it as part of this. So, thank you, Watsy. Into our last pack of stack of cards. So that was pack 24, moving into 25. And going right along. Okay, this is a sword. It's just a sword. Yep, how about that? Sword token. There's a legendary sword that gets created. We have already opened the mouse that makes it. But that sword adds keywords. Whereas that one was just, I think it was +1/+1. Tempest Dangler. So in fact, does the sword, it's equipped 2. I think Short Sword was a card that had equipped 1 and it gave +1/+1. I'm not sure. But, you know, by Modern Limited, it's probably not worth a card. Thunderclap Trainer token, a Gate Blade Assassin, another foil land, Jackdaw Savior in, I'm guessing this is a showcase. I mean, it is a borderless art. Clearly the art goes to the border. But because I think still kind of a border is shared aside from color, I think it's showcase. Tree Guard Duo, Nettle Guard, lots of guards, Thought Shocker, Pileated Provisioner. Gotta look up what it means. Man, so many guard open. Alright. Oh, art card. Ooh, another signed art card. So that's 2 for this box. What is that? Ink Eyes Servant of Oni. Not a clue. Haven't seen it. But I think there's a chance that it's not even a card in the set. Gev Scaled Scorch. I love the art on that. But, you know, it's a lizard. Heirloom Epic. Fireglass Mentor. Rabid Gnaw. Yikes. Galewind Moose. So playing on Arena, there's just a term that some streamers and things will say is like, oh, what's the card with Hidden Reach that's going to get me? Well, that 6-mana Moose is real Hidden Reach because it's not even on the field, but it's going to flash in and ambush stuff. Okay, so this box is just going to give us repeats on the art cards that we get in foil. We got a foil Mountain, Valley Quest Caller, Peerless Recycling, one of the lands. So anyway, yeah, they say things have hidden reach, and then they put in like a little animation thing to help you notice when your opponent's things have reach. Of course, those of us playing in paper don't have the luxury of seeing animations and things on the cards, so it's up to us to read them and find out when things have reach. Coruscation Mage. Yep, and
it costs you the match.
Yep, definitely.
I've played it a couple times. Like, oh, I didn't realize that creature had Death Touch, or I didn't realize that creature had Reach. Or...
Yep. Wildfire Howl. What? That otter has the Infinity Stones. It has multiple copies of each one too.
The Marvel set hasn't come out yet.
Light Show
Or
Duo.
Final Fantasy.
Alright, gonna move stacks again, because otherwise I'm gonna bump it as I try and open one of these packs and it doesn't want to. Like this one. Alright, there we go. Man, lots of art cards in this box. This has to be above rate for art cards. Honey, Honored Dray Leader. Intrepid Rabbit. We're going here. Rotten Mouth Viper, Mythic. Dewdrop Cure, Vine Reap Mentor, Playful Shove. 1 damage to any target, draw a card. Seems pretty good. Probably uncommon for a reason with all the 1/1 tokens that are going to be laying around this set. That's probably going to be a pretty good card. Early Winter, Nettle Guard, Sky Skipper Duo. Alright, we're into the last 6 packs of the box. Box seems fine. Don't know what's worth anything. It's way too early. It's going to take a couple weeks for prices to kind of stabilize. Bravekin Duo, Swamp. Ooh, Kindred Charge. Same special guest that I've seen. I'm glad to get a special guest because you're definitely not guaranteed one per box. But that's a special guest. Fecund Green Shell and Star Charter. Okay, so that's the one that we got the art card for. Stargaze. So it seems like the black-white things are astronomers because it seems like there's all these bat clerics and things that are like looking up at stars. Warren Elder, Runaway Together. Alright, well, I mean, opening a special guest is cool. I don't even know what all the special guests are, and I don't know what that card is from.
I think Jace is a special guest.
Yeah, Jace is at the very least one of those special critter cards that comes in the commander sets, but if he is a special guest, then he can also show up in the set itself. Thornplate Intimidator. Because people want to be playing. Okay, so this is a double tap on a mythic we had, but this is the non-showcase version. So, and then we got a second rare, Storm Chaser's Talent.
That's good. We now have all colors of those.
Yep, the rare. I guess it's the talent cycle in this box, but they were that type of card was the classes for all of the different D&D classes in AFR. Uncharted Haven and Carrot Cake. So please, continue watching our videos, liking and subscribing. I am noticing that Carrot Cake is in the last slot, or if it would be like a US printing, it would probably be the first slot. Quite often. I'm starting to notice these patterns, but watch our Modern Horizons videos if you haven't already, because I call a few cards in a row on those. I'm proud to say, that I'm just like, nerdy enough to like get buried in these and start recognizing patterns. I find it more difficult to do with the Japanese packs where we have the commons at the end. It's the commons that tend to do it.
Lord of the Rings had it too, I remember.
Right, and set boosters were really notorious for it. But these are play boosters, which are kind of a mix between draft and set. So I didn't notice it until Modern Horizons, but it's definitely a thing. You just, they have a specific way that they sort the cards. What is that? A bunch of bunnies. Farseek. Okay, so that's going to be a commander reprint. Because I'm sure Farseek is not in the set. Polywall. But that also means they gave it a new art. So Swamp. Season of Weaving. Okay, so we got the blue season. There's one season in each of the colors, and they're all mythic rare. That's cool. Patch Paw Formation. Harvest Strike Host. And we'll just keep moving right along as I tend to take up lots of time and space on these recordings. Got 2 packs left to go. Alrighty. Bat. Squire. Plains. Wick the World Mind. It's a rat warlock. Short bow. Let's see, +1/+1 vigilance and reach, and equip 1. That's quite a bit better than the sword, although the sword is a token. Alright, last pack to go. If we finish it on any kind of a bang, we will see. Ah, so that Wick the World Mind is what makes these snails. Alright, otter. Oh, we got a foil rare. I'm already forgetting where the tokens go. It's not a snow-covered swamp. It's a forest, or whatever, winter swamp. Fabled Passage, that's cool. Good to have. And we're gonna have all of these uncommons and then commons. And I thank everybody for watching our video. Please like, subscribe, continue. We have some collector booster boxes coming up, so we'd appreciate all those views. Thank you so much.